Hi there, my name is Elif. I'm from Istanbul, Turkey, and today I'm going to draw you my project. In this project, my aim was to develop a method for using banana peels in the production of bioplastic as a replacement for the traditional petroleum-based plastic. The banana peel is something we throw away every day, but little do we know, all those peels may be put into much more use. For example, in Thailand, 200 tons of banana peels are thrown away daily, and this number increases each year. The reason why I anticipated that the banana peel could be used in the production of plastic is that it contains starch, which is a key ingredient in the production of bioplastic. I had the raw material and the key ingredient. Now I had to develop a method. To do this, I had to research what the current methods were. In the process of developing my method, I conducted 12 pilot experiments and 2 of them were successful. But hey, even Thomas Edison had said, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." In my case, I had found 10 ways that won't work and 2 ways that would. The 9th and 10th pilots were successful. In both pilots, plastic had formed and it was not too thick or too thin. However, after 3 days, the plastic started to decay. On the 11th and 12th trial, I dipped the banana peels in a solution prior to the preparation of the plastic. Both trials were successful and they have not shown any signs of decay for 2 months and counting. So why use banana plastic? Because it is cheaper to make than the petroleum-based plastic we currently use, and it recycles a waste material. In the future, I hope that this plastic will be used in different new areas and will be able to be produced worldwide. Thank you for listening. My name is Elif Vegan, and this was my project.
For her hard work and diligence with banana peels, a brilliant idea, a simple solution to a major problem, Elif is taking home a prize of $50,000.
And that's exactly the way that we do it. Banana peels, solving the world's problems.
I wonder how Big Oil is going to react to that because, they sell a lot of oil for plastic.
They're doing $50,000 right now, and she's enjoying the benefits of doing some homegrown inventing. That's awesome.
And just a high school kid at that.
Remember, Jamaican high school kids did it. Turkey high school kids did it. This is your innovation program. This is Video Radio.
A move to be greener has Chicago's O'Hare International Airport going to the animals.
As you can see, it's pretty rocky under here, and there's areas where it kind of goes up and down. And lawnmowers, in many cases, don't provide or aren't adequate to get to some of these areas.
Left unattended, the area could be a safety and fire hazard. This week, airport officials showed off their 4-legged solutions. The animals are penned and can't get out onto the runways, but they can get their fill. A national landmark in Washington, D.C. has a similar project.
Let's go. Time to go to work.
They're slow to start, but they will clear away all the unwanted brush at the historic Congressional Cemetery.
They're eco-friendly, and the best part is they'll eat anything that we need them to eat.
Officials in Paris are also exploring the benefits of using animals instead of machines. This spring, sheep were introduced to the grounds of the Municipal Archives building. Here in Canada, conservation grazing projects are in the works, but they're small and generally not publicized. For example, here in Manitoba, cows and goats are used to maintain parts of Spruce Woods Provincial Park. All Sorts Acre is a Guelph area farm and has an eco-sheep team. The owner says he's noticed interest growing in eco-grazing in Canada and hopes the momentum builds. The animals can also be good for tourism. This is the 21st year for the sheep working at Legacy Park. Fort Saskatchewan officials started promoting the program after they saw people's reaction to the woolly lawnmowers. Crystal Gamansing, Global News, Winnipeg.
Ah, yes, praise the eco-sheep.
It's amazing what you can do with an animal.
Yeah, and you know what? Farmers have known about this all the time, and that's why we do these shows. This is all about innovation and real success. I'm Darren Howard.
And I'm Robert Nisbet.
You're tuned in to the way that we do things in a non-corporate kind of happy way in Video Radio. What do we got right now?
We're talking about the ECAT and the game-changing technology that it is.
Check it out.
What do you think? Is this a game changer, Cold Fusion?
I know it's a game changer. In fact, they've had third-party verification that Cold Fusion now exists. I knew the test results about a month beforehand that he had passed that, but of course, and we all knew cold fusion was real anyway, but that situation with Rossi wasn't why he got a lot of attention, was just because a couple of years ago, people were not being able to reproduce the reaction in a consistent manner. So people called it crackpot science. They were getting excess heat, but they could never do it at will. And in comes Dr. Andrea Rossi, an Italian gentleman, who managed to reproduce it and then took those discoveries and then distributed it among all the cold fusion community. And then all of a sudden, all the worldwide attention was on Andrea Rossi. Now, prior to this, though, there was a piece that came out in 60 Minutes that changed the whole attitude about cold fusion as well. And then we started to see people saying, wait a minute, I think we better take a look at this and investigate it further and started discussing it out in the world so people get ready for this, because this is a substantial, major, huge change for the entire human race. So we're going to have free energy and the ability to utilize that. And the key is always been for me is to see to it that discussion opens up about this on how it's to be deployed, how it's to be used, how it's going to be charged for, how it's going to be distributed, who's going to own it, what are the legal ramifications of it, what are the political issues that are going to be between countries in it. All of this needs to be put on the table so we don't get into a situation where we have a small group of people with this technology running everything and calling the shots.
So cold fusion, can you imagine a dishwasher-sized unit that could power your whole house?
Now I'm down with this.
I mean, that's amazing technology, and of course, it's not crackpot science anymore.
No, and there was a big shout down. I remember when it started out, right? But because it can replace nuclear energy.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not talking about there are big side effects. There's big radiation involved with this. You know, we're not producing nuclear weapons fuel.
What's the end product besides power? Water?
Yeah. So, you know, now all of a sudden humanity. Okay, so to start off the show, we have banana peels creating plastic. We've got eco goats.
Yeah.
I just love that story, by the way. Eco goats. And then we have cold fusion. Woohoo.
Woohoo.
Man, it's getting awesome. Now,
the innovations are coming fast and furious.
Okay, so here we've got the Municipal Sustainability Project. It's coming out right now. We've got a whole bunch of flyers going out. So we want you to get informed about that, and we will be putting up links about that. But the solutions really are out there. In Seattle, they're building a food forest, talking about innovations that are just crazy.
And in Vancouver, Soul Foods has that huge lot that they're doing in front of the expo grounds.
You know, right down in Vancouver. Make sure you check out Soul Foods on that one. And now we've got this.
Oh, this is amazing, too.
Pounding dirt into tires is backbreaking work, but Romeo Apen believes it's worth it. He and the team from the nonprofit group Long Way Home are building a cistern that will hold thousands of gallons of rainwater. It's just one part of their project to build a technical school using only natural materials, along with items people normally burn or throw away.
A lot has changed since the project started. Now you don't see tires or plastic in the garbage dump because people in the community have seen our project. And little by little, they're starting to collect their garbage and to bring it here.
But the project is about more than removing rubbish from the landscape. By making structurally sound buildings at a low cost, the team at Long Way Home is starting to create a local market for alternative construction. And they'll pass their building skills on to students at the technical school. It's a winning combination that uses education, environmental awareness, and employment to break the cycle of poverty. The team is designing the school to be completely self-sufficient, a concept they tested out in December with the help of the pioneering green building organization Earthship Biotecture.
Behind me is the group's first fully sustainable house, an Earthship that was built in just 11 days with the help of dozens of volunteers.
The house provides its own potable water, sewage treatment, and electricity. Thick tire walls and a simple ventilation system ensure indoor temperatures that are never too hot or cold. Candelaria Gabriel, the single mother of 4 who the house was built for, is saving money, and her children are healthier. The Maya Technical School won't open for 18 months, but students are already coming here to learn about sustainability. A generation of future leaders open to new possibilities. David Mercer, Al Jazeera, San Juan Comalapa, Guatemala.
See, that's totally exciting because students are showing up and they're not even open yet.
And they're educating the next generation, too.
Of course, popping the bubble of the government saying, well, we can't provide affordable housing.
11 days?
11 days. Eco-friendly, self-sustaining house.
Yeah.
Okay, it can be done. In Africa, they build biofuel plants. If you're an African farmer, you're made to build a biofuel plant. We could be doing the same thing, and that's what we're proposing with the Municipal Sustainability Project. And
maybe this is something else we could add to it.
Yeah, we got 2 clips right here, back to back. We're going to be showing you clips on eco lighting and hybrid energy. So add this to your list of really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Here is a street, a common street in any city we know. The street is lit up at night by big streetlights. In fact, modern cities are totally dependent on proper illumination. But it comes with a price tag. Each streetlight burns thousands of watts of energy. Each street emits tons of CO2 per year. Each city spends billions lighting up the streets. What if that same street lamp used less than 5% of the electricity, using LED bulbs? What if the energy for the LED bulb was generated by the sun, using integrated solar cell panels and a maintenance-free battery? What if the streetlight was smart, providing a complete free wireless network for everyone, offering safety to citizens with a surveillance solution, analyzing traffic to improve road safety and minimize congestion? What if the streetlight was helpful? In the future, even charged your phone or tablet anytime. In the future, even offered free telephony to anyone, anywhere. Here is a very different street. In this street, there are no lights. In this street, there is no electricity. The people living in this street don't have internet connectivity. This is about to change. In less than 5 years, this street will have streetlights. What if that change was environmentally friendly and without any CO2 emission at all? No matter where in the world we light up our streets, the waste of energy is huge. Every year, streetlights alone account for trillions of tons of CO2 that are sent out in our environment. WIP Networks stops this leakage by driving the streetlights purely on solar power. But we don't stop there. Without using any external power, we extend regular streetlights to also provide wireless internet, surveillance, smart traffic control.
We formed NTE Energy with the bold mission of developing hybrid energy solutions for a sustainable future. But what is hybrid energy? Most people are familiar with hybrid vehicles, and the analogy to NTE Energy's hybrid renewable technology is straightforward. In a hybrid vehicle, there is a main engine. Gas power plant, there is also a main engine, natural gas. In a hybrid car, there is a supplemental engine, electric. In a hybrid power plant, there is also a supplemental engine, a biomass boiler. When the car is under full load, both power sources are providing energy to the same wheels. When a hybrid power plant is under full load, both engines are providing power to the same steam turbine. At low loads, the car operates on electric only, thus saving fuel. At low loads, the hybrid plant operates on wood only, thus saving fuel, natural gas. Now let's take a brief look at the main equipment at the Greenfield facility. What you are seeing is the wood delivery area of the site. Small building to the right of the screen is the scale house, which will be used to weigh the incoming fuel supply trucks. The large structure that we see is the emissions-controlled biomass aggregation and retention node, also known as Eco Barn. Inside the Eco Barn, you will find the truck tippers, a biomass screening area, the biomass pile, and a bag house, which will act as an air filtration device for the storage facility. Additionally, the roof of the Eco Barn has the option to be modified to provide supplemental power generation through the installation of solar panels. Now we can see the reclaimer and conveyors that are used to deliver the biomass fuel to the boiler, as well as the biomass boiler piece of the hybrid cycle. In the final close-up, we see the 2 combustion turbines, heat recovery steam generators, and the steam turbine, which is housed in the white building. This concludes our informational video, NTE Energy, providing hybrid energy solutions for a sustainable future.
So between that and our municipal sustainability project, I think we have a real shot at a future.
We are solving poverty problems by digging ourselves out using ecological and technological solutions to put people to work. I'm Darren Howard.
And I'm Robert Nisbet.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.